Hiya!
Hello everyone, this is Jeff of TAOFLEDERMAUS. Back in June, a viewer named Richard Oakley wanted to send us a samurai sword or katana, whatever you want to call it, and we're finally getting to it right now.
Never claimed to be a samurai.
Yeah.
Had wishful thinking, but there we go.
Now Richard didn't just send one, he sent 5 different swords, all made in China. He wanted us to shoot them and see how well they would hold up to a 12 gauge slug, basically. So let's have Danny show you what exactly he sent to us.
Well, TAOFLEDER folks, here we are again on a fairly decent California day. Our temperature's dropping. But we got some, I'm not a ninja, so I don't know if they're katanas or, but we got some toys to play with. This one is a training practice. Nothing to it, no blade, it doesn't come apart. There's a wall hanger for you if I ever saw one. But
Oh, it broke. The little thing broke off there.
too much heat.
Oh
Can't
no.
stand the California sun. We lost our little bling. Lost our bling.
That's a bad sign, I think. That's an omen.
Lost our bling thing. That's not a honeymoon fit there. This one I kind of like. Now,
I think that one's cool.
Don't cut yourself. That
this
one's.
is kind of neat. Yeah, and there's some legend they got to draw blood if you take it out.
Do that, yeah.
Well, that's probably not the proper way to resheath the sword, but there we go.
Gotta do it in the traditional manner.
All right, now this one's dull. This one has no edge.
It's a steel blade, right?
Well,
I don't know.
steel or aluminum? It's a Chinesium.
Tungsten Durasteel?
Chinesium.
Hey, what are we gonna do with these things?
Well, I think let's shoot them.
Yeah. What are we shooting first?
All right, we're going to shoot just a Foster slug, Federal Rifle slug, 2 3/4 inch. What is that? 1 ounce?
1 ounce slug, yeah.
Oh, okay.
1,600 feet per second.
We're going to see if we can hit that ninja sword and
Splice and dice it.
either split a slug or break a sword or
Yeah.
miss entirely.
Let's give it a try,
We
man.
got a berm out there for you guys that
Yep.
are concerned about it there. It's an irrigation ditch, but
But there's children playing on the berm.
They're playing in the corn. Okay. You just bring one slug with you?
that's all I got on hand. I don't know, that's so close we may not get full acceleration.
Okay, I am ready. Take your time.
Shut the sticker off.
And of course, Danny took no practice shots, and the slug just grazed the sticker, but he did chop the gas seal or the wad in half. Not too bad, not too bad, so he'll make corrections and give it another try.
You definitely hit it. Look at the blade.
Yeah.
Danny's second shot was right on the money, almost directly in the center of that 1-inch sticker. And you have to remember that that edge of that blade is very hard for Danny to see, and it's very hard for me to focus the cameras on, so that's why we're using that sticker. Now I expected the sword just to be snapped in half, so it actually held up quite well, even though we had a pretty good size bite or a chunk taken out of it by that big Foster slug made out of lead.
Okay, now we got the black and blue one.
Now originally we planned to have Danny take some shots and then Greg take some shots, but Danny was doing such a good job, he was so hot that day, that we just let him keep shooting. Danny landed another nearly perfect shot. It may have been a millimeter or two low, but hey, that's pretty good. We decided to put that cardboard behind the target in the last minute, and it shows some unusual holes from that slug, which basically just shattered. and this sword took about the same amount of damage as the first one.
Damascus steel, don't be scared. Yikes, I think that one split.
Danny's luck, his skill, and his shoulder are holding up quite well. Another beautiful split, and another split wad. Now the so-called Damascus steel sword had about the same amount of damage as the rest of the swords that we shot so far.
Filming at 12,000 frames a second with the Chronos high-speed camera.
I don't know if that's plastic or wood, but we're going to find out here.
Yeah, it's a big target, but it's still got to be a precise shot, so I'm ready when you are. Oh, yeah.
Never forget.
I think it's wood inside.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought this thing was just made out of plastic, but it's actually painted wood. The slug managed to just burrow itself right through it. Not a problem. I usually don't run the Chronos high-speed camera at this frame rate. As we increase the frame rate, the resolution drops, but still we're getting pretty good imagery. I'm going to be sending the Chronos back to Canada very soon, and they're going to do some upgrades to it, and we'll get even better imagery.
How far are we? Like 8 yards, 9 yards? I can see a gouge out of it.
Definitely hit the blade.
Now this is the sword that didn't have a very sharp edge, and we weren't even sure what the sword was made out of, but apparently it was also made out of steel. So far these swords are holding up pretty well to these lead slugs.
A little bit to the right and a little bit low.
Okay, now what are we going to do?
Well, yeah, we're going to try some of these brass, well, like you like to call them, brass knuckles.
Yeah, Tim Hamilton's Ballistic Machinist.
Brass pellets.
Yeah, they are no joke. About 1,700 feet per second in our previous tests.
389 grains.
Solid brass. They are mean. They'll go through a rhinoceros. See how they do against the Damascus steel Samurai-Ninja Sword.
And next week on TAOFLEDERMAUS, a field trip to the zoo to see if they will go through a rhinoceros.
Here we go.
Whoa!
I think I hit it.
That vibration just shattered the handle.
We definitely did not expect that sort of damage. These things are for sale, and Tim is selling them. Just Google Ballistic Machinist, and he's selling them on a website called Detroit Ammo.
There we go. That's a recurve sword. We recurved it a bit.
That way you can chop up ninjas around corners.
There's the brass in there. Just smeared the brass onto it.
So the brass slug reacted differently when it hit that Damascus steel. And you guys can see in the slow-mo, but look at the vibration just shattered that wooden handle.
Okay, last shot. Back at the red one with the brass pellet. Those things are mean, man. Okay, I am ready.
Good Lord. Just folded that blade over.
It's knocked everything over.
Now you can use this one to scratch your back.
Well, the swords were no match for Tim Hamilton's brass pellets. And as you can see, the slug is almost perfectly cut in half. I wish we would have found that one. Now, Richard did request that we send at least one sword back to him so he can display it. So pick something out, whatever you want, and we'll send it back to you, Richard. Now Richard spent a lot of money to make this happen. I think it was like $55 just in shipping, plus the cost of those swords. So thank you very much, Richard. And also thank you, Patreon supporters. Every time our videos get demonetized, we don't have to worry so much because of that. And it's getting bad again, my gosh. Anyway, thanks for watching.